Yo, it's been a while since I last updated. In the last update we looked at the engine bay and there was a few problem areas like no room down here and stuff like that. Well, I haven't actually touched any of that, and you would have seen in the last video that I was going to cut the boot, or I cut the boot floor out and I was going to make some structure. Well, as you can see, it's all done. Let me get a mat a minute and I will show you. Up under here, prop shaft mount, and the new section of tunnel is welded in and the prop is all mounted. And as you can see, I've started working on an exhaust, which is basically done. Just needs a little bit more work done on the hangers, and then I need to back purge and weld the whole thing through, which I will most likely do in the next couple of days. And then if I come around the back, you can see where I've put the tunnel in. I've got some working out to do with brake pipes and that. They're a bit long. Made some new lines to go from the Micra stuff to the MX5 calipers, and I got all the subframe narrowed and painted, diff mount done, beefed up the diff mount in there so it's nice and strong. Drive shafts, I got the drive shafts done using the Polo 6N2 coilovers, and all I had to do is put some washers in there to take up some slack. What else? You can see that the framework that I made up and integrated, like this is all fresh metal, and then this is fresh metal where I've integrated it into the old chassis legs. And at the front I didn't do so much of a nice job, but it's all integrated in and tied in and welded in. And the reason why it's a bit shonky is because I had to cut one of these brackets off, and I did it with a plasma cutter and it was a bit messy. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of plasma cutters really. They're quick. I got Jap speed upper control arm so I can adjust camber. It feels like I've done loads, but it doesn't look like I've done a lot. But yeah, the exhaust is basically done. I'll show you. That's what the tailpipe looks like. I had to move it over slightly. That's where it would normally be, and I've moved it to here, and that's purely because of space limitations. Looks like the can is a little bit out of level, but I can sort that out when I do all the bolts and everything up. So I haven't had to adjust or alter the towers at all, and I've managed to put basically all the interior back in. I had to cut the seat down so that it missed the raised boot floor, but I mean you could sit there if you wanted to, but it's mostly to make it look like a sleeper. And then all the shifter and everything's all done, as you've already seen. Now I want to go racing on the 14th of August. So, hang on, what month are we in? Yeah, 14th of August. I want to go racing, which is about 2 weeks from today. In fact, it's exactly 2 weeks from today. And I've got a whole list of jobs that I need to do. sorting out the problems in the engine bay, finish welding the exhaust, missing a few bits and bobs like washers off of these bolts, and I need longer bolts in the upper control arm so it comes through the nylock there. Yeah, it's basically like a load of little jobs like that really, and then there's loads of little things like the dash isn't bolted in, but shouldn't take me too much longer to get this done. I'm hoping I've got enough time. I'm going to get a new turbo. I don't really trust this old relic, and it's probably a bit on the small side. I think I'm going to get a 3582 and just get that ordered up in the week and get that bolted on, and go from there. See what it goes like. I need to bleed the brakes again, they're a bit spongy, but apart from that I think it's doable. So I think in the next video I'll be a little bit further on, and it'll be closer to being ready to drive. I'm going to put the standard seat back in for the drag racing, with standard seat belts both sides, just to save me some work and to make it look a bit more sleeper. And one big problem that I've got to sort out is getting a screamer pipe down through. There's not much room, but we'll worry about that. So I will catch you in the next one.